Hey, this is Cam, and I need 3 minutes of your time today. Andi Stevenson's going to share 3 leadership nuggets on being a better leader during this crazy time. She's a really smart woman, so you're going to want to listen closely and take good notes.
The first one is fighting the tendency to only think about your organization. You know, especially with the financial challenges right now and what everybody's having to do with layoffs and financial planning, I would say I really encourage people to look externally and pay even more attention to what's happening out in the community. We really have this tendency to think about what's my organization going to be like when we come out of this, and just as important or more important is thinking about how will my community have changed? How will the people we serve have changed? So important. The most important skill leaders have right now is not financial forecasting or budgeting, it's their own humanity. Humanity is the single most important leadership skill anybody has right now. And every single meeting, every conversation, every written piece of communication has to lead with humanity. It has to start with, how are you? How are we all? Let's take a minute and check in. How's everybody's stress level? You know, how are you balancing what's happening in your home life, especially people who are now in isolation or lockdown? There has never been a moment where it's been more important to lead with humanity. Putting some structure around how you communicate, particularly with your board. I have certainly had conversations with my CEO clients where they've been concerned. The ones I've had with volunteer board members have sounded like their hair's on fire. You know, they don't run nonprofits for a living. They've never been on the board when this has happened. They might have been on a board in 2008, but this is a different ballgame. Remembering especially that not just your staff, but also your board has no idea what's happening. And when you are in a place of fear and uncertainty, being able to feel the structure of any communication is huge. I always say about sermons, I want to be able to feel the spine of a sermon. You know, when you listen to a really good sermon and you can kind of feel the structure and it gives you comfort, that's what you're after here. So